Welcome to the Agrawal classes. Today, in the first class of automobile engineering, we will discuss about the transmission necessity. Here in the graph, you can see this is the tractive effort graph curve. Tractive effort when the vehicle is in first gear. This is the tractive effort of the second gear, and this is the tractive effort of the third gear for different speed. And these are the total resistance curve. Total resistance is the sum of the resistance of the miscellaneous resistance, gradient resistance, and wind resistance. The wind resistance is a curve which is proportional to the square of the velocity. Miscellaneous resistance is constant with respect to speed, and the gradient resistance is also constant with respect to the velocity. So if you will sum up, then this particular curves become the total resistance for the motion. Now, before discussing this curve, let us first have a look. Tractive effort, that is the force which you are applying to move the vehicle, and the total resistance is the force which tries to stop the motion. So if the tractive effort minus total effort, total resistance is positive, then the vehicle will accelerate. That is, you are applying some net force. So from the second law of Newton's, mass into acceleration. So here force is positive, so the acceleration will be positive. In the second case, if we will say the tractive effort is equals minus total resistance is equals to 0, that means the tractive effort is equals to the total resistance. So there is no net force acting. So in that case, the vehicle will run at the same speed. And in the third case, when the tractive effort minus total resistance is negative, that means the total resistance is more than the force which we are applying. So the net force will be negative, and in that case the vehicle will deaccelerate as F equals to m into A. F is minus, so A will be minus. Okay, so let us now move to the curve. Here say our vehicle is running at, we are at point 3, vehicle is moving with a speed of c, and in this particular point, if you will see, the tractive effort is this one and the resistance is this one. That means the resistance is more than the tractive effort. That means here tractive effort is less and the resistance is more. That means the net force acting is negative. So vehicle will deaccelerate. So what will happen? The vehicle speed will reduce from C to A. So vehicle speed will reduce. So it will reach up to this point. As we are reaching to this point, what will happen? The tractive effort and the resistance will become equal. That is, the tractive effort minus total resistance equals to 0. So the vehicle will continuously move with the same speed. But if by some means we reduce the speed to B, in that particular case what will happen? The vehicle will have a net tractive effort. So it will come here, but the vehicle will have now the more effort than the resistance. So vehicle will again try to move to a higher speed so that the tractive effort and the resistance becomes equal. If the total resistance is increased, say it is crossed the curve of this tractive effort, say we are here somewhere in this case. So in that case, if the resistance is this much, in that case what will happen? We have to change the gear, because to overcome this resistance, this third gear position is not giving you that much tractive effort. So in that case you have to change the gear and you have to shift to the second gear. So in that case this will be the tractive effort on this curve we are having at this point, and this is the total resistance. So the tractive effort will be more and the resistance will be less, that is the first case, and vehicle will accelerate. So vehicle velocity will increase and it will reach to this point, and when the tractive effort and the resistance become equal, so vehicle will continuously move with this speed. If the resistance is increased further, say we are having on this line, then in this resistance level the second gear is also not in a position to provide the tractive effort. So then we have to move for the first gear. In the first gear we will have some point where this tractive effort is matching with the tractive resistance. So that way the transmission necessity says that we need the different gears, because depending upon the resistance we need the tractive effort, and the tractive effort we can change only by means of changing a gear, because the engine is producing, but engine is not producing that much tractive effort at the velocity. So we have to reduce the speed so that it matches with the required tractive effort.